Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mythbuster Monday. I am here with Dr. Murphy.
And I'm here with Mo.
Well, thank you for saying my name and acknowledging me for once in your life. So we're here with Dr. Murphy, and
the brains of the outfit.
What we do on Mythbuster Monday is this. And by the way, he may be the brains, but I'm the one who gets all of it to you guys. So, without me, this wouldn't exist. Okay, so what we do on Mythbuster Monday is this. I ask Dr. Murphy questions. Usually it's a medical myth or something that is true, but people don't necessarily recognize it to be so. Your question today is about belly fat. And is there a correlation between individuals who have belly fat and individuals who have heart disease and stroke?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I do have some information about it, but do you want to explain your side of it?
Well, it's actually been shown to be a syndrome. They call it a metabolic syndrome. And people that have fat and deposited in certain areas of their belly are more predisposed to have heart disease and strokes and other medical problems. Diabetes being one of them. Yeah. So I don't think we know of a gene that is particularly responsible for it, but it is a correlation. People that have fats deposited in different areas, men are different than women. But there is a correlation between that and heart disease. It's a risk. They consider it a risk factor.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if it's a very big risk factor. I mean, just being fat is a risk factor. So, but those people have shown to have a higher incidence and prevalence of heart disease, strokes, vascular diseases, peripheral vascular disease, kidney disease, diabetes. The list goes on and on and on.
Yeah. There was a study
so that's true.
Yep. There was a study that was actually published in Sweden. They followed 22,000 patients.
It's a big study.
That had their first heart attack. And 78% of those individuals that had their first heart attack, they had large waist sizes. And I'll share with you what they found about that. 90% of women had their waist circumference was what I'm about to tell you. And what that is for men was the circumference of their waist was 37.6 inches. And for women, it was 32 inches. So those at or above 32 inches for women or at or above 37.6 inches in men had a higher risk of heart disease, stroke. And those individuals had their first heart attacks. And that's not that big of a waist for women. I mean, it's,
I'm about an inch away.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And the reason that...
call the ambulance.
Yeah.
Tell them to get it warmed up. I'm on the way.
You're on the way. Well, the reason I share that is because I actually thought that was a little bit surprising because I think 32 inches for women, that's not... I think there's probably a lot of people who watch these videos who have waist sizes at or above that. Not to say that you're going to have something happen to you or whatever, but that's not that big.
You know what? I'd like to see the data. I mean, it's a big study. I love big studies.
Yeah.
But, I think what they're maybe probably getting confused on is just being overweight.
Oh, well, totally.
And heart disease.
Yeah.
Not so much has to do with the waist. I mean, I'd like to see where it falls out with waist circumferences that are like men at 45, women at 40, type of thing. Push it out and see where the data falls and track it that way.
Yeah.
But, 37, 32, I mean, that's, you just described most of America right there.
Exactly. But probably most of America's overweight in general. But one thing they did make a distinction on this article was pot bellies in general. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't necessarily have to be overweight everywhere, but, men with large bellies or even women with large bellies and don't necessarily have weight that they're carrying everywhere else. Is there a reason that happens, where people predominantly store their weight in their bellies and the rest of their bodies don't necessarily?
It is a genetic thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have the fat cells there. And fat cells only get larger. I mean, but they were put there, so it might be a genetic predisposition to it.
Yeah.
So I think there's probably something to that.
Yeah.
We just don't know of it yet.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see.
But no, I think that's probably true.
Yeah. I think it's definitely interesting, and I think that if it's not necessarily about waist, but there might be some things there specifically about waist that are directly tied to it. Mm-hmm. But regardless, if your waist is those sizes, you're probably overweight, period.
Yeah, and they have described some things like that in literature called
Yeah.
metabolic syndromes, which
Yeah.
goes along with insulin resistance, which goes along with heart disease, stuff like that. So yeah, it's there.
All right. Well, there's that.
That's a
I
good
think
one.
we pretty much covered it.
Yeah, that was a good
Well,
Mythbuster.
good. I'm glad I could redeem
I
myself.
finally approved of this one.
Okay. Well, if you like that question or have one that you'd like us to talk about in any one of these videos that we do, let us know, and we'd be happy to do it.
See you later.
See you later. Have a great Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow for Trash Talk Tuesday.